Are you a runner? Are you over 40? Are running injuries holding you back from what you really love to do? Hi everyone, Mr. Crazy Old Vegan here, aka Not So Crazy Vegan. I've been a runner my whole life. For as long as I can remember, I've loved running. I got involved in organized running in junior high school, and even though I wasn't very good, I stuck with it just because I enjoyed it. Through high school and through college, I got to the point where I was a pretty competitive runner and continued after college. And eventually at the age of 25, I ran a 2:19 marathon. I continued to compete at a fairly high level into my 30s, but as I got into my 40s, I started to struggle more and more with running injuries. One in particular that really caused me issues were calf cramps. I would get these terrible spasms in my calf muscles. I'd be running along normally feeling good, feeling pretty fluid, and within a few steps my calf muscles would go into a spasm. I'd have to literally stop and walk. This seemed to occur every few months, and as time went on through my 40s and into my early 50s, it got to the point where I was running fewer and fewer days. I could only run every other day at most. I was running shorter and shorter distances. I was running slower and slower. And I was resigned to the fact that this was going to continue until it got to the point where I would just have to stop running. These injury issues had taken all the joy out of running for me. The sport I loved, the activity that I loved since I was a little kid, running circles around our house, was gone for me. Because every time I went out to run, in the back of my mind I'm thinking, all right, is today the day that I'm going to get hit with one of these cramps? Then an odd thing happened. About 4 years ago, we became vegan, and after being vegan for a few months, I hadn't experienced any of these cramps. My runs were I was feeling a lot better on my runs. I noticed I was able to run a little bit faster. I started extending my mileage a little bit. Found that I could run on consecutive days without being sore. It got me thinking about what was it about a vegan diet that would have affected this injury. We know from plenty of research out there that animal products cause atherosclerotic plaque. There's evidence that this happens with our coronary arteries in our heart, with our cerebral arteries in our brain, with our penile arteries that causes erectile dysfunction. So it seems logical that it could also happen in the blood vessels and the capillaries feeding our muscles. And if that were the case, as your muscles tire and start to get fatigued, if they're not getting adequate circulation, it makes sense that they're going to rebel, they're going to cramp up, they're going to say, enough, I can't do it anymore. And it would also make sense that as you begin on a plant-based diet, that those plaques would start to clear up, your circulation to your muscles would improve, and it might alleviate those problems. Now, can I say with 100% certainty that this is what happened in my case? I can't. I don't have any scientific evidence of this, but I can tell you from my experience, from my firsthand knowledge, that I feel dramatically different and dramatically better since I've been eating a vegan diet. The vegan diet may not make you invincible, but I feel for runners of our age, it's certainly beneficial if you want to continue doing the sport you love for as long as you want to do it. So I'd encourage any of you runners out there who are over 40, who have been doing this a long time, you may want to think about trying a vegan diet. Say even give it a month and see if you feel different, see if you feel better. It certainly worked for me, and I'd encourage everybody to give it a try. Thanks, everybody.